Our next topic is the statements, control statements. We discussed, right? Sequential. By default, program executes in sequential order. Okay. Then followed by next other type is conditional control statements. Based on some condition, if the condition is true, the set of statements are executed. If the condition is false, suppose see, if you take here itself only, if this condition is true, then only the entire all the statements executed in this one. Otherwise, this will not be executed. Okay, and that too only one time only. Okay, if the condition is true, one time it is executed. If the condition is false, these are not all going to be executed. Okay, so this is conditional control statements. As part of this, we discussed if else, nested else if ladder, and ternary operator, and also switch. Okay, these all we discussed up to now. Okay, so my requirement is I want to execute some set of statements repeatedly. Okay, now so set of statements, same set of statements. As of now, only one time this line is executing, even if this condition is true. In case of these are always executed, but only one time. Why? Because I have not applied any condition. But let us say I have some statement. I want to execute this repeatedly, some specific number of times, or infinite times, unlimited number of times, you can say. Okay. So how can we achieve this one? So repeatedly I want to execute. So where exactly I need that repeatedly? So what are all the requirements? I told you, right? As of now, immediately you may not get. But see, there are some list of employees available. Okay, now I want to update their salaries by 10%. Suppose the appraisal process is going on. Okay, so now you are in your team, there are your manager trying to what he's trying to do is just for each employee how much percentage hike. Okay, now he can specify the hike percentage. Okay, then by collecting all those hike percentages, okay, now for each employee we need to apply hike affected salary. Okay, now then like the scenario, just take one scenario. Or best example you can take is some audio player, video player is also, right? You are trying to play movie. Okay, now when you click on movie, it will start some at the beginning and till the end it keeps on playing, right? Okay, sound it will play, and video also you can see that one, you can hear the sound also, right? Okay, now how it is happening there is how continuously one program running behind that one. Okay, to play song and to play video also, right? So that is a looping mechanism. Okay, or one more scenario I told you at server level, it keeps on waiting for to accept the request. Once request is received, and immediately that is assigned to some other program and keeps on waiting for other requests. So these are all the real-time scenarios where we use loopings. Okay, but from we don't discuss such type of as of now. But since you are at beginning level only, we will start with basic programs only. Okay, now so now our is looping control statements. Okay, looping control, or you can also see iterative or iterative, you can say iterative control statements are repetitive. Mostly you will use these two words, but don't get confused. Iterative means looping. Looping means continuously, repeatedly, repetitive, that you can say. Okay, na? Control statements. As part of this, we will discuss multiple things. So we will discuss first while. Next, we will also discuss do while. Okay. Then we will discuss for, and later we will discuss for each. Okay. So we will discuss these four kind of looping, but this we will discuss as part of arrays at the beginning. As of now, we will discuss these three: while loop, do while loop, for loop. Okay, now any loop, whether you take while loop or do while loop or for loop or for each loop, the purpose is to execute set of statements repeatedly, continuously until some specific number of times. Okay, now so what is you specify some condition. So until that condition false, as long as the condition is true, it keeps on executing the same set of statements. Okay, so that is what exactly the then when should we go for while, when should we go for do while, when should we go for. Once we discuss these three, then I will explain you when exactly you have how to use while and do while, all those things. Okay. Now the syntax, better we should go for syntax of while. So And one more point I want to discuss here before going to this also. Most of the people, what they are doing is, when they write like this, right? If followed by condition, they are writing semicolon. Okay, now don't write if something is like this. Suppose, see, if it is followed by open brace, okay, don't try to write semicolon. Like this, they are writing. When you write like this, what happens? Irrespective of whether this condition is true or false, directly these statements are executed. You are terminating, you are ending the statements itself only. That if condition is not going to be applied to the rest of the statements, this cannot be called as a if block. Why? Because when you specify semicolon, the statement itself ends with this one. Okay, na? You don't get any error also until and unless you write else. Suppose if you write else here and still you are if semicolon, if you write like this, then you will get misplaced else error. Okay, why? Because you are writing else but there is no if. You may feel that if is there, right? Why it is giving error? Why? Because you are ending. Termination means the next statements, the if condition is not going to be applied. So don't write whether it is if condition or suppose if you write main also, right? Main side beside, am I writing like this semicolon? No. See, whenever it is starting with open and close base, it is not going to have this semicolon. Remember this one. And inside this one, you have any statements, for each statement you can write, right? But see, when if condition, okay, now, so like this, don't try to apply the semicolon. Okay, so remember this one. Some people are doing that mistake, and that is because of that you are getting error. Okay, even if else is not there, still your program executes properly. But see, based on some condition, some x greater than less than 10, you want to display some output. Okay, system dot out dot println number is less than 10. Let us assume you have entered some number, but you have entered apply. Let us assume I have entered 100. 100, when you entered also, it will come to here, and 100 is less than 10, you will get that message. Okay, so why? Because when you apply this semicolon, okay, so that will not be applied to. Okay, so for this line only, this set of condition is not going to be applied to this rest of statements. Please remember this one. Okay, yeah, that's it. Now uh, yeah. Now let's go to syntax of while loop. You want to execute some set of statements repeatedly, right? So how? What exactly the syntax? While keyword you have to use, and these keywords always are lowercase. Don't use W capital letter. While, okay, now so condition, and condition should be there. So while condition statements. Okay, so what exactly the statements repeatedly you want to execute? Okay, what exactly the statements you want to execute? As a single statement or multiple statements you write, those will be executed repeatedly. So this is the syntax for while condition. So when you are applying condition, see, that should be somewhere, it should become false, right? As long as this condition is true, then first what does it do? It checks the condition. If condition is true, it will enter into here. Okay, na? Then it will execute the statements. And if else case, directly once it is executed, it will go to next statement. Suppose some statements are, it will go. But in while loop, again after execute these statements, once again it go to here. It goes to here, and it checks the condition. If still condition is true, again the statements will be executed. It keeps on executing. Then we need some case where we need to make the condition false at some point of time. Okay, at specific point of time. Okay, that condition should be false. If you don't write like this, as long as you write like this, then always it is infinite loop it becomes. So at some point of time, that condition should become false. Okay, now so update here, what we will do is update condition logic. Okay, so what we will do is update condition logic. I will explain you. Okay, now so what we are going to do as part of means, either each time it should be some changes should happen to this condition value, whatever you are updating, some value is there, right? Suppose some number less than 10. Okay, now so 10 means each time number what you are trying to do, you may increase that one. Okay, now or number greater than 0, each time you try to decrease this update log. Either it can be the increment in the value, you can say, depends on requirement. Okay, now either it could be increment or it could be decrement, increasing the value or decreasing the value. Okay, now some change should be there on the condition value which you are applying. Okay, na? So see the setup until this condition becomes false, then it keeps on executing. Okay, let us say we will go and write simple program. So before that also, just I'll show you flowchart of while loop. Okay, na? While loop flowchart. Okay, na? Images, just go to only images. Okay, so just take anything. What is this? This is just go for while. Yes, you can take this or this also. Okay. Oh, here exactly it went. Yeah, here it is. So see what we are doing first, some statements we start, we will apply some condition, then it will enter into that while loop block. Okay, it executes the statements. Once again it goes to this loop condition and it will check the condition. Still if it is true, again it will execute the statements. Again it goes again from here, it doesn't go to next statements, it goes to again condition, and it will check if condition is true, again it will execute, keeps on executing until this condition becomes false. And once this condition false, immediately it comes out, and whatever the next statements after the loop, that will be executed, or loop will be executed. Again exit, and it will come out from that loop. Okay, so this is the flow chart. Okay, now what I want to do is just I want to write a program to display numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, now so then what I want to do is simply, I'm not going to read any input from keyboard. Okay, so class while loop, here I can use, this is the class name. Okay, but where exactly while keyword, while loop one, first program related to while loop, this is. Okay, now inside this try to take public static void main. Okay, so string args. Okay, open close, and inside this one, so what I am doing is I am trying to take some number into number is equal to some one I am taking. Okay, so what I am doing is next I am applying some condition, while followed by condition means I told you like relational operators we have to use to perform the condition. While number is less than or equal to 10, I want to keep on repeating this loop. Okay, so now what you can do is this is the while block. So inside this while, just go to this and try to write some statement, single statement only I'm writing. Okay, so system dot out dot println. Okay, so what I'm doing, number. Let's go and execute this one, what will happen we will see. Okay, as of now I have not applied any update statement here whether the number should be increased. So as long as this loop is repeating, a number should be the number is always one only, one is there, right? I am not modifying number here. Okay, now let's go and execute this one, what exactly you will get. Okay, so let's save this program. Okay, while loop one dot java. Okay, go to all files. Okay, so save and just go to terminal. Okay, next cd slash, okay, cd programs. Okay, okay, so here java c while loop one dot java I'm compiling. So while number, sorry, space should not be there. Okay, so less than or equal to, it is a single one, right? Okay, right, yeah. Now compile again. So compiled successfully. Now try to execute, see what will happen. Java. Okay, and while loop one, see keeps on printing one only, it is not stopping. See, if you go here, see, keep on impressing, keep on displaying. The program is not getting finished. If you observe, see, it's still displaying. So if for clear understanding, I will try to, how can you stop this one when keep on in control C. See, now it stopped. Or you will get some clear idea when I try to write some text also, I will do this one. displaying number. The text we will display followed by number also it will display. But still also you cannot identify. See, compile first and execute. Okay. So displaying number one, displaying number one, displaying. Oh, see, blinking is blinking means keep on displaying. The reason here is okay. Let me press Control C. When you are practicing also, the sometimes when you apply wrong condition, the condition doesn't meet. It keeps on executing. Okay, so see Control C. When I apply, the program starts executing. Sorry, stops executing. So now come here. Why? What exactly the problem is? See, number is one. Okay, that is fine. Now it comes to here. Number is 1. 1 is 1 less than or equal 10. Yes, condition is true. Then it will come here and it will display number. Again from here it will not come out. Again it will go to here and it checks. Again number is 1 only. 1 less than or equal 10. Again true. It will come 1. Again it goes here and again it checks. Still condition is 1, 1, 1, 1. Why? Because the number, whatever the number you are using for applying the condition, it is always one only. So that is the reason why this will never become false. That is the reason it keeps on executing only. Then I don't want like this. After displaying 10 numbers, just I want to stop execution. So what you need to do is each time you try to increase the number, you are updating the value. Number is equal to number plus 1. You can write, or same thing can be replaced by using number plus plus also incrementing operator. The shortcut of this one, instead of writing these whole lines, just number plus plus also semicolon you can write. You can replace this entire thing with this one also. It's your wish. Okay, number is equal to number one. This clearly. So means what will happen now? See what will happen. First time you have number is 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. Yes, condition is true. It will display number. This time remove this text. Okay. So now number. Okay, number displayed. Next what I am doing, number is equal to existing number value 1 plus I'm adding 1. So 1 plus 1 it will become 2, right? So then it will go to here 2 less than or equal to 10. Yes, condition is true. This time first it has displayed 1, right? So you will get 1 and next time you will get 2. Okay, why? Because number has become 2. Next, after 2, again number is equal. What is the latest value of number? 2. So what will happen? 2 plus again 1. So this will be stored in the number. Okay, number is equal. Already existing number value is in previous step is it is 2. Okay, then with this 2 it will be substituted here. 2 plus 1. Now the latest value of number is becomes 3. 3 will be stored into number 3. Again it goes to here. So whether 3 less than or equal to 10, that substitutes that value, variable value. Yes, condition is true. It will come. So number in the next iteration, it will display 3. So after displaying 3, again it will come here. Okay. So then what will happen? Again number is equal. Okay. Already number has 3 plus 1. So each time I am increasing 1 by 1 by 1. Okay. Now, so it will become 4. Again it will go here. 4 less than or equal to 10. Okay. 4 it will display. Next number is equal 4 plus 1 5 it becomes and it will go here 5 5 less than or equal to 10. Yes, it will display 5. Next it will 6, it will go here 6 less than or equal to 10. 6 it will display 7 8 9 even 10 also. 10 it will display. After displaying 10, then number is equal to 10 plus 1, right? Finally what will happen, number is equal, the final value of number is 10. This plus it is going to increase one more also 1. Okay, so 10 plus 1, the latest value of number becomes 11. So then it will go here 11 less than or equal to 10. Now condition is false. Then it will come out from the loop. And if you write any statements, those will be executed after this loop execution is finished. To understand also whether it is displaying 10 or 11 or not, just try to write one system.out.println after the loop also. Okay, then you will get 11. Okay, but to understanding, I will write one more here loop finished. Okay, I'll write that statement and number value is okay. So plus number. Okay, so remove this way because you will get compile time error. These are all not part of program. Okay, delete all this. Okay, now let me go and execute the same program. Compile, I need to compile. So this time I should display first 10 numbers and followed by and I want to know whether it is becoming 11 or not. For that reason, after while loop also, I am writing that loop finished and number value is 11. When it becomes 11, then only condition will become false, right? 11 less than or equal 10, condition will be false, then it will come out here. Okay, so now let's go and check. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, now compile. So since you made modifications, compile this. Now let's execute this one. Okay, so while loop one, right? Yeah, now execute this. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10, again it went to that and it checked 11 less than or equal to condition false. That is the reason why it came out from this statement I have written after the while loop. See, loop finished and number value is 11. See, check here, right? So this is how looping works repeatedly. So that is the reason why when you are dealing with loops, there must be some updation should happen to the value which you are using as part of this condition. Otherwise it becomes infinite loop, keeps on executing only. Okay, so it continuously it will repeat. So at somewhere it should stop execution. So that's the reason why I am updating this value. Each time it will be updated, each time it will be updated to some value. Okay, then at some point of time it will, this condition becomes false, then it will come out from the loop. Okay, so this is clear, right? Now I am asking you to write a program, okay, to display all numbers from 1 to given number. Suppose if I give 100, it should display 1 to 100. If I give 500, it should display 1 to 500. If I give 1000, it should display 1 to 1000. You know, right, how to read the value. Number value should be from dynamically you need. Okay na? So instead of this place you will get some dynamic variable here. So whatever the value you are entering dynamically, that value should be substituted here. Okay na? Some other value for starting with 1. So try to write that program. Okay, can you try so that you can do? So 1 to given number, so you want to let me keep on showing this one. Okay, yeah, please try that program. I'm pausing as of now. Okay. Okay, yeah. See, Sai Shruti has pinged and she has written the code. Okay, so what she has done, let's go and understand whether it is working or why it is not working, why it is wrong. Okay, so it should be like this, the code should be. Okay, so what she is doing, just observe here who is unable to write the code. Just observe. See, first scanner s is equal new scanner system. That's fine. Enter the number. Okay. So int s number s dot next int. Now what will happen? Suppose if I enter, let us say I have entered uh, 10. Okay. So my requirement is what you have to display is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 and so on till 10 only. But what exactly the output you get here, you know, it will generate the output as 10, 11, 12, 13 and so on till 20. You will get this output. Okay, so I Shruti understood. This is the output you get. If you execute also, you should be getting this output. The reason also I'll tell you. So number is 10, right? So now it comes here. 10 less than or equal to 20. Yes, condition is true. It comes into here. Display number is, it will display 10. Then 10 plus it becomes 11. 11 less than or equal to 20. Yes, it will display 11. Then 12. It will display 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. And finally it will become 21. It will false. But my requirement is it should be, given number should be here, and take one more variable. Suppose int I or count, you can say. Okay, maybe I'm unable to hear. Yeah, Srikant. Yeah, sorry. Okay, okay, okay. Then, okay, okay. Mic problem. Okay, then, yeah. Just a minute. Yeah, I also got mic is not working. Are you able to hear me or still facing same issue now? Still same issue? Okay, I'm unable to hear also even. Let me rejoin this. So, are you able to hear me now? Even when you speak, okay, you are able to just ping me on chat if you are able to hear me. Because even when I use headset, okay, you are able to hear, right? Then go here. Okay, let me share. Yeah. So the thing is, what you need to do is actually the why it is wrong is see, she let us assume I am entering number 10. If you enter number 1 to 20, it will display. But if you enter, suppose the logic she has written is like this, okay, not 20. Okay. So then what happens each time is goes to here. Let's assume I have entered 10. My requirement is 1 to 10, it has to display. So 10. 10 less than or equal to 20, correct? It will display 10. It will become 11. 11 less than or equal to 10, yes, it will display 11. And again, it will come here 12. 12 less than or equal to 20. Like this, 10 to 20, it will display, not 1 to 10. My requirement is this. If I enter 10, 1 to 10, it has to display. If I enter 21 to 20, it has to display. Okay, so that is the reason why try to apply this number here and take one more variable integer. Okay, now let us assume count is equal to 1. Count or I or let us assume it's your wish. Okay, that's I is equal to 1. Now you write to like this, I less than or equal to number. Okay, then instead of doing number plus plus, you can write I plus plus. So what happens now? Let us assume I have entered 10. Okay, now so there are 20, what 10, okay, I have entered 10, I have entered 5 only, means 1 to 5 I want to display. So now starting value is 1, there should be some starting value. Okay, so 1 less than or equal to 5, yes, condition is true. So then what will happen, it will display. So here it will display 1 first. Okay, then I plus plus, which is nothing but you can also write I is equal to I plus 1 also you can write. Okay, so then 1 plus 1, it will become 2. Okay, so now I has become 2. Okay, so then it will go here 2 less than or equal to 5. Let's assume number is 5. Okay, you have entered 5. Okay, yes, 2 less than or equal to 5, condition is true, it will come here. This time number 2 value will be displayed. And at this line what will happen, it is now I value is 2 plus 1 we are adding, so finally I value becomes 3. Okay, 3 less than or equal to 5, yes, it will come and here, and next time it will display 3. And again what will happen, I value is 3 and plus 1, I value becomes 4. Again it goes here 4 less than or equal to 5, yes, it will display 4. Okay, then again I value 4 plus 1, finally it becomes 5. Okay, so again it will go 5 less than or equal to 5, yes, condition is true. So it will display 5. In the next step what will happen, 5 plus 1, it will become 6. Okay, so 6 less than or equal to 10, condition false, then it will come out from the loop. Okay, let me go and execute the same program, while loop, right? Okay, or let me copy same code to previous program for time saving. While loop 1, inside the while loop 1 itself I am writing entire. Okay, so now I have used comment C. That's the reason why I don't get any error. Okay, if you don't write comment like this and if you write 5, you will get compile time error. Okay, so let's go and compile same program, previous one. Okay, so while loop 1.java, sorry, some errors, scanner is okay. Import statement I have not written, right? Directly only this import. Okay, java dot util dot scanner. Okay, now compile this one. Okay, Java C while loop, right? Okay, compile successfully. Okay, even you have Java while loop. So it's asking for enter the number. Let us assume I'm giving 10. Okay, so number. Okay, sorry, I have not changed code. It is giving. Okay, number I am displaying. I should display I instead of number. So here see, number always 10 only, right? That is the reason why still it is giving 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. If you see the output. Okay, but actually what I need to do, I have entered 10, then I want to display each time I is the updated value, right? That I want to I have to display. So I 1 2 3 4. So I have written n, that is the reason why 10 times I got n. Let's recompile. Okay, again while loop 1, enter number 10. Okay, see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. See here we got, and you don't need to do this, don't write this one. Okay, so now compile this again. Okay, clear. Okay, now execute. So this time let's assume I'm giving 1000. Okay, see directly 1000 up to 1000. You can scroll up and see all the values, 800 700. Okay, see it has calculated all this, right? See simply 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 clearly till 1000. Once 1000, it got program execution got finished. What I want to display side by side these values 1 2 3 like that. You are displaying in each line, right? There is one function called print. Println means each time it will go to next line, but print means which will display in the same line. But for the number to number you want to display some space or comma or just okay, space. If you give now, see how what exactly the output you will get, or side by side you will get instead of separate lines. Okay, clear this, recompile since you made modifications. Okay, now execute. Okay, while loop 1. Okay, enter number some 1000. Now enter, check the output. See 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, now 45 54 55 105. See here now, like horizontally. Okay, now you got the output. This is the reason why println means each time it will go to next line. But print statement, see this is the two functions. Println, every time next line it will go. Print means within the same line only you will get. So if you don't use space, everything will be clubbed here only, without, you don't get space here. So that is the reason why I am using the space after I. After displaying I am using some space so that all lines will be displayed in the same line, all numbers with spaces. Okay, please let me know you have any doubts here. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so